Imagine this scenario. You're going about your daily routine, maybe working, playing with the kids, or simply relaxing at home. You're feeling pretty good, nothing out of the ordinary. But deep down, your heart is silently struggling, battling against malfunctioning valves that could potentially lead to severe complications down the road. The kicker? You're totally unaware of it. This isn't just a scene from a movie. It's a reality for many individuals, some who don't even know they're at risk. Did you know that approximately 2.5% of people worldwide are living with heart valve problems right now? And here's the scary part. Many of them don't even realize it. If you've ever wondered about your heart valve health or want to brush up on the early warning signs you should never miss, stick around. Today we're diving deep into a topic that could literally save your life. Number 1. Unusual heart sounds or murmurs. Picture this. You're lying in bed trying to drift off to sleep when suddenly you hear it. A strange sound coming from your chest, a whooshing or a swishing sound that wasn't there before. It might be faint, something you could easily dismiss as just a random noise. But that sound, my friend, could be a game changer in terms of your health. It could be a murmur, an indicator that your heart valves aren't functioning as they should. Now, let's take a closer look at your heart valves. These incredible structures are responsible for ensuring that blood flows in only one direction through your heart. They open and close in a precise rhythm, creating a healthy flow that keeps our bodies running smoothly. But what happens when these tiny valves malfunction? That's where murmurs come into play. As the blood tries to pass through a valve that's not opening properly or is closing too tightly, it can create vibrations. These vibrations, if picked up by your stethoscope, manifest as a whooshing sound or a swishing sound. It's like hearing the turbulence of air passing through a narrow passage. It's important to remember that not all murmurs are cause for alarm. Some can be innocent, especially those that occur during childhood. However, it's crucial to pay attention to any new or unusual heart murmurs. Why? Because they might be pointing towards something more serious, such as leaky valves, narrowed valves, or even inflammation of the heart muscle. While a single murmur might not spell trouble, a combination of murmurs along with other symptoms could be a red flag. Always remember, it's better to err on the side of caution. If you notice any unusual sounds coming from your chest, don't hesitate to bring it up with your doctor. After all, it could be the key to identifying potential issues early on. Number 2, shortness of breath during normal activities. Imagine you're going about your daily routine, maybe climbing a flight of stairs or carrying your groceries up to your apartment. Suddenly you feel it, a tightness in your chest, a sense of breathlessness that makes it hard to catch your breath. Now pause for a moment and think about your heart. Is it possible that this seemingly mundane task is pushing your heart harder than it can handle? Well, it might not be your level of fitness or the intensity of the activity. It could be a sign of something more serious, a symptom of your heart valves not functioning as they should. Let's break this down a little further. Your heart valves are like the traffic lights of your body, ensuring that the flow of blood through your heart is smooth and efficient. When they're not working properly, the efficiency of your heart takes a downswing, forcing it to work harder than it should. Picture this. Your heart is a diligent worker, pumping blood to deliver oxygen and nutrients to every part of your body. But what happens when the valves malfunction? The hard-working heart has to put in extra effort to keep things moving. As a result, it struggles to send blood effectively throughout your body. This struggle can leave you feeling winded or short of breath, even when you're engaged in simple, everyday activities. It's essential to recognize that while occasional breathlessness during physical activity might be attributed to factors like poor cardiovascular fitness or the intensity of the activity, persistent or unexplained shortness of breath could indicate a serious issue with your heart valves. If you find yourself struggling to catch your breath, even when you're not exerting yourself, it's time to pay attention. Make an appointment with your doctor and discuss this issue. Remember, early detection and treatment can make all the difference. Number 3, unexplained fatigue and weakness. Feeling persistently tired and weak could be more than just a sign of needing a good night's sleep. It might be your body's way of signaling that there's a problem with your heart valves. Think about it. Your heart acts like the engine of your body, tirelessly pumping blood to keep you alive and active. But what happens when this engine starts to sputter due to malfunctioning valves? The flow of blood becomes less efficient, depriving vital organs of the oxygen and nutrients they need to function optimally. This inefficiency forces your body to work harder, leading to a buildup of fatigue and weakness. It's like trying to run a marathon with a heavy backpack. Eventually, you'll feel drained and exhausted. But why does this happen specifically with heart valve problems? Let's delve a little deeper. The heart valves are crucial for ensuring that blood flows in the right direction through your heart. When they're not functioning properly, whether due to leakage or narrowing, the heart has to put in extra effort to keep the blood moving. This extra effort requires more energy, which can lead to feelings of tiredness and weakness. It's as if your heart is calling out for help, trying to get your attention. However, sometimes we tend to overlook these signs, attributing them to stress, lack of sleep, or other lifestyle factors. But persistent fatigue and unexplained weakness, especially when accompanied by other symptoms like shortness of breath or swelling in the legs, could be a clear indication that your heart valves are struggling. So what should you do if you're experiencing these symptoms? Don't hesitate. Schedule an appointment with your doctor. Early detection and treatment of heart valve problems can significantly improve your quality of life and overall health. Number 4, chest pain or pressure during exercise. Chest pain or pressure, especially during exercise, could be a sign of something serious going on with your heart valves. Think about it. Your heart valves are like the gatekeepers of your heart, ensuring that blood flows through in a specific direction. When they're not functioning properly, it puts extra strain on your heart, making it work harder than it should. This increased strain can lead to chest pain or pressure, similar to the discomfort you might feel when holding a heavy weight in a strained arm or leg. But why does it happen specifically with heart valve problems? Let's break it down a bit further. When your heart valves are not opening or closing correctly, it can restrict the flow of blood, making your heart work harder to pump blood throughout your body. This extra effort requires more oxygen, which your body might not be able to supply, leading to chest pain or pressure. It's like trying to run a race without enough air. Your body will signal distress through this pain or pressure. However, it's important not to ignore this symptom. While occasional chest discomfort during intense exercise might be attributed to the intensity of the activity or poor cardiovascular fitness, persistent or recurring chest pain, especially when associated with heart valve issues, could indicate something more serious going on. If you experience chest pain or pressure during exercise, don't wait. Talk to your doctor right away. Early intervention can make a world of difference in managing heart valve problems and ensuring your overall well-being. Number 5, heart palpitations or irregular heartbeat. Our hearts, the tireless engines that keep us alive, have a natural rhythm. They beat in a regular pattern, ensuring the continuous flow of blood throughout our bodies. But what happens when this rhythm is disrupted? What does it mean for your heart valves? Heart palpitations or an irregular heartbeat can be a sign that your heart valves are not functioning properly. Think about it. Your heart valves are like the conductors of an orchestra, keeping everything in sync and harmonious. When they're not working right, it can throw your heart's rhythm off balance. Palpitations are like your heart skipping a beat or fluttering in a way that it normally wouldn't. An irregular heartbeat means that the timing of your heartbeats is off, either beating too fast, too slow, or erratically. But how exactly does this relate to your heart valves? When your heart valves are not opening or closing correctly, it can disrupt the flow of blood, placing extra strain on your heart. This strain can trigger abnormal heartbeats or palpitations. It's like trying to conduct an orchestra with a few instruments out of tune. The music, which represents your heart's rhythm, becomes disjointed and off-tempo. While occasional palpitations might be triggered by factors like stress, caffeine, or an underlying heart condition, persistent or frequent palpitations, especially when combined with other symptoms like shortness of breath or fatigue, could point towards a more serious issue: your heart valves. If you experience frequent heart palpitations or an irregular heartbeat, it's important not to ignore them. Schedule an appointment with your doctor and explore the possibility of heart valve problems. Remember, early detection and treatment can make all the difference. Number 6, dizziness, lightheadedness, or fainting spells. Have you ever experienced a sudden wave of dizziness or lightheadedness that almost makes you black out? Or perhaps you've even fainted without warning. These symptoms, often brushed aside as a momentary lapse in consciousness, could be a sign of something more serious, a potential issue with your heart valves. Let's take a closer look at your heart valves. These tiny structures play a big role in ensuring that blood flows properly through your heart. When they malfunction, it can disrupt the flow of blood, leading to insufficient blood supply to your brain. This sudden drop in blood flow to the brain can cause feelings of dizziness or lightheadedness. In more severe cases, it can even lead to fainting spells. But why does this happen specifically with heart valve problems? To understand this, think about your heart as a pump and your blood vessels as pipes. The valves are the gatekeepers of these pipes, ensuring that the flow of blood is in the right direction. When a valve doesn't function correctly, it's like having a leaky pipe. The flow of blood is reduced, which means less oxygen and nutrients reach your brain. Your brain, being the energy-hungry organ that it is, needs a constant supply of oxygen and nutrients to function. When this supply is disrupted, even for a short period, you might feel dizzy or lightheaded. And if the disruption is more significant, it can cause you to faint. While occasional dizziness or lightheadedness might be attributed to various factors like dehydration or low blood pressure, persistent or recurrent episodes, especially when accompanied by other symptoms like fatigue or shortness of breath, could point to a more serious underlying issue: your heart valves. So if you've been experiencing frequent dizziness, lightheadedness, or fainting spells, it's crucial not to ignore them. Consult your doctor promptly. Early detection and treatment of heart valve problems can prevent more serious complications down the line. Number 7. Swelling in ankles, feet, or abdomen. Swelling in the ankles, feet, or abdomen could be a sign of a heart valve problem. Here's how. Your heart valves ensure that blood flows efficiently through your heart. When they malfunction, it can disrupt this flow, causing blood to pool in your lungs and lower extremities. This backup of blood can lead to fluid retention, causing swelling around your ankles, feet, or abdomen. It's like a traffic jam for your blood. The further down the line, the more likely it is to back up and cause congestion. This congestion can also cause your lungs to work harder, leading to shortness of breath. So what should you do if you notice swelling in your ankles, feet, or abdomen? Don't hesitate to consult your doctor. Early detection and treatment of heart valve problems can prevent further complications. Thanks for watching. See you next time.
Thanks for watching. Like, comments, and share.